Hello, Shagar here. We are on part 21 of Doki Doki Literature Club, and what I hope to be the final episode. So what we're doing is basically we are on day 3, so we're getting the third cutscene, and then we witness the first death, which is Sayori. So let's just go ahead and skip. I hope everybody's having a good day. Today is actually Sunday for me, so because of the daylight savings time, I am working ahead because I did not stream this morning because by the time I actually got home, recorded, well, basically tomorrow's video for me, yesterday's video for you, I didn't have the chance to stream. So what I wanted to do was record Monday's and Tuesday's video, because I promised that I would stream Monday morning. So hopefully the truck for my work actually shows up when it's supposed to, and I'll be able to get home with plenty of time to stream for probably a good 3 or 4 hours. I'll be doing more my time in Porsche, and from the looks of it, my backup list, because what I've been doing is I've been combining my Twitch uploads to make it roughly 6 hours, is really narrowing down how many videos I have left to upload. So there may be a point that that 6 hours that you see is getting lower and lower, which is basically to 1 day instead of just like 2, 3, 4 days, depending on how I do things. I'm pretty sure I read all this before. I do like how she fidgets with her hair. Okay, so we're gonna do Yuri first, as we usually do. Insanity. Your writing has only improved in these last few days. Every poem you've shown me has been nothing short of spectacular. I can really feel the emotions. I'm a little envious, even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This never did come naturally to me, but I've been able to improve to so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad. I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought it would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe that you're so good at something you've never shared it with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Insanity. During lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always had some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with, or people you just know would make a really good friend. cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. We're deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of me for my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you? I'm not a know-it-all, Insanity. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing it with you that I really understood what was missing all this time. But I haven't really done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Insanity. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends. And I would say I've had at least one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want me to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. I'm pretty sure I read this as well. Finishing the poem, I start to hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems being usually cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one was about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri is having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you. And I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I see a faint smile emerge on Yuri's lips. I once again try to hand the poem back to her. But instead, Yuri gently takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. You can, the poem is... Once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles, as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you do a good job. Yuri finally turns back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something. But I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri timidly smiles at me and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. So, let's go to Monica. Natsuki. And we're just gonna skip this. Oh wow, she just passed it up. Though Natsuki's saying, denying the poem and just saying next, that I don't think I've seen that before. Now I did see Yuri's third cutscene in a previous video, so if you've been watching my videos you'll see that, so I'm basically going to skip through that. And of course we're gonna go with Yuri. Yep, I get it. I'm surprised it's not skipping through all this since I've already seen it. I'm really glad to be done with, eventually get done with this game, because the depression in this, it's a lot, and honestly, I've seen people go through this. I even had some experiences this way myself, and the whole reminder of all this, it's, yeah. The worst part is with stuff like this, the depression that you see, you never see it with a lot of people, because a lot of them, when they smile, it's so easy to not notice unless you really know that person. But even then, it's, if they have a good mask, it's really easy to not see it until the last minute. And as bad as it may sound, if you know somebody like this, and something does happen to them in a way like that, you can't blame yourself. Because if you tried to be a good friend, then you've done the best you can. and as hard as it may be, it's something that you have to. I mean, I'm trying to say this without coming off bad, sounding like an idiot or dick, but I have seen people. I have seen people tell me goodbye. I have seen people tell me that in a few minutes this is the end for them. Some of them, that was it. There's others I basically was able to talk out of it, to get up, go to the medicine cabinet, get whatever it is that they needed to treat themselves, or just simply delay them for help to come. But a game like this, you, there's a lot of resolve to it. But even if you are depressed or sad, it'll get better for you. At least that's what I hope. It's okay to actually be sad, and it's okay to cry. It may suck right now, but it doesn't mean it'll suck forever. I mean, heck, I used to be like that too. And then I met a few people and they helped me feel better about myself. And that's when they helped encourage me to start streaming and making YouTube videos. If you know me personally, you'll probably know who these people are. But to those people, if you're watching, I'm not even sure if anybody's watching this because of my horrid attempt to sound like a woman. You've helped me. I'm trying to do better each day. I'm trying to make other people happy. I may not be a therapist or a professional, but I can be a distraction. I can acknowledge people. I can make people smile. So there's always that. And I hope I can continue to make people happy and smile. And even if you're having the greatest day ever, I hope I can give you at least some kind of entertainment. Now, if I remember right, when I complete this, I need to actually see the death. There it is. I'm on the poems, so I need to go to the actual... Okay. So don't exit to the main menu and start a new game. This time you must witness. Okay. Hopefully, this will be the correct. I did everything correctly, and we'll actually see the true ending. If not, I could use some advice on what to do. Maybe where I went wrong if you actually saw everything. But otherwise, I am going to skip to the next game next week. I already have that in line, I just have to make sure that I have the game set up correctly. So this is basically just skip till the end. There's really nothing else to do. That still gives me goosebumps. So basically we're just going back to the Monica room. Okay. Okay, don't delete Monica when prompted. Instead, play through the game when Monica in the void, write her a poem, and continue with the dialogue until she sits and stares at you. And open up the game installation files. There should be Monica's folder within the character files, as she removed the others. The only thing left to do now to achieve the good ending is delete Monica.character file. When you return to the game, a glitched version of Monica will with some dialogue eventually be sent back to the main menu where Monica should now be missing. Can you hear me? I don't think it really matters what I select on this. Actually, history. So, huh. I just realized something. I need to look at the history on those unreadable words. Oh, I guess it doesn't go in the transcript. I do like that side-eye view. It has a cuteness to it. Oh, did you have something to say, Bella? Bella? Is there something you need to say? Oh right, it's Yuri that loses her mind first. So, Monica. Doesn't really matter. I already saw all this in the bad playthrough, so it doesn't really matter, so we're just gonna skip by it. Isn't this the one where it starts zooming in? Yeah, it gets all trippy. Wait, what? Okay, this part I didn't see before. This must be almost the end of the second death. Yeah, I didn't see that. She goes completely leg beard. Alright, let's go with Monica. dream. I was staying over at my friend's place. There were four of us. I drifted off to sleep while everyone was talking and watching TV. In my dream, I was still at my friend's house. The only difference was that there were nails sticking out of the walls everywhere. And there was also someone I didn't recognize. The person I didn't recognize told a joke and everyone laughed. I woke up to the sound of everyone laughing at something that happened on the TV. So the laughing was not part of the dream, it was the noise that woke me up. I wonder who that person was and how they knew to tell a joke at that moment. Okay, so what is... I don't think I remember seeing this before. Those, these creepy meta moments. Wait. Again? Wait, why is this happening a second time? And now she starts going insane. Okay, I don't think I remember Monica actually being in this portion. Maybe this is proof that I got to the true ending? Okay. Oh, this one. I'm just gonna read it because it's interesting. I don't know how else to bring this up, but there's been something I've been worried about. Yuri's been acting kind of strange lately. You've only been here a few days, so you may not know what I mean. But she's not normally like this. She's always been quiet and polite and attentive, things like that. Okay, this is really embarrassing, but I'm forcing myself to suck it up. The truth is, I'm really worried about her. But if I try talking to her, she'll just get mad at me again. I don't know what to do. I think you're the only person that she'll listen to. I don't know why, but please try to do something. Maybe you can convince her to talk to a therapist. I've always wanted to try to be being better friends with Yuri, and it really hurts me to see this happening. I know I'm going to hate myself later for admitting that, but right now I don't care. I just feel so helpless, so please see if you can do something to help. I don't want anything bad to happen to her. I'll make you cupcakes if I have to. Just please try to do something. As for Monica, I don't know why, but she's been really dismissive about this. It's like she wants us to ignore it. I'm so mad right now. I'm mad right at her right now, and that's why I'm coming to you about this. Don't let her know I wrote this. Just pretend like I gave you a really good poem, okay? I'm counting on you. Thanks for reading. Changed my mind. Ignore everything you just read. There's no point in trying to do anything. It's Yuri's own fault that she's so unlikable. Can you hear me, insanity? If you would just spend more time with Monica, all these problems would go away. Yuri and I are too messed up for someone as wonderful as you. Just think of Monica from now on. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Just Monica. Yeah, I still have no idea what this is supposed to say. And I don't want to know what that yellow marking is supposed to be. Okay, so it... okay. Yes. A dream. I was wandering in an abandoned warehouse at night. I was lost, looking for an exit. I just wanted to go home. I came upon a huge empty room, its ceiling and walls beyond the deep blackness. My steps were quick in order to hurry to the other side, or wall, anything. Suddenly the ground was no longer beneath my feet. I stepped into a hole of indeterminate width. I fell for a good 5 seconds before crashing into warm water. Figuring out which way was up, I surfaced myself. The air was humid, and the sound of my splashing reverberated endlessly. My vision was completely swallowed by the dark. With one hand I could feel the damp metal wall of the container. My lungs were already getting tired. Oh, so that's what happens if you successfully click somebody else. The laughing and breathing in the background's really creepy. Nope. Food? So it looks like it's the same regardless of what you say. Okay, let's see what... Yeah, I've read all this, so we're just gonna skip through all of it. I forget how long this takes. Can you hear me? Is it working? Yay, there you are. Hi again, Insanity. Welcome to my literature club. Of course, we already know each other because we were in the middle of the same... We're in the same class last year, and, haha. You know, I guess we can just skip over that stuff at this point. After all, I'm not even talking to that person anymore, am I? That you in the game, whatever you want to call him. I'm talking to you, Insanity. Now that I think about it, I don't really know anything about the real you. In fact, I don't even know if you're a boy or girl. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. Wait, you do know I'm aware that this is a game, right? Could it be possible that you didn't know that? That doesn't make much sense. I even told you right on the game's download page, didn't I? Man, if only you had paid a little more attention, this would have been a little bit less awkward, you know? Well, anyway, now that that's out of the way, I guess I owe you an explanation about that whole thing with Yuri. Well, I kind of started to mess with her, and I guess I just drove her to kill herself. Hee. I'm sorry you had to see that, though. Also, the same happened with Sayori. Gosh, it's been a while since you've heard that name now, hasn't it? Yes, it's because she doesn't exist anymore. Nobody does. I deleted all their files. I was hoping it would be enough for me to just try to make them as unlikable as possible, but for some reason nothing worked. Well, it's true that I made a few mistakes here and there since I'm not very good at making changes to the game, but no matter what I did, you just kept spending more and more time with them. You made them fall in love with you. I thought making Sayori more and more depressed would prevent her from confessing to you, and amplifying Yuri's obsessive personality backfired too. It just made her force you not to spend time with anyone else. And the whole time, I barely even got to talk to you. What kind of cruel game is this, Insanity? Are you are all the other girls just programmed to end up confessing to you while I watch from the sideline? It's torture, every minute of it. And it's not just jealousy, Insanity, it's more than that. And I don't blame you if you don't fully understand, because no matter how kind and thoughtful and considerate you are, you'll never be able to understand one thing. It's the pain of knowing how alone really am in this world, in this game. Knowing that my friends don't even have free will. And worst of all, knowing what's really out there in your world, forever out of my reach. I'm trapped, Insanity. But now you're here. You're real. And you're wonderful. You're all I need. That's why I need you to be here with me forever. I'm sorry if it's hard to understand. I couldn't understand for a while either. Why the world around me started to become more and more gray, more and more flat, even the most expressive poems felt empty to me. It wasn't until you arrived that I truly understood. You probably saved my life, Insanity. I don't think I could have continued to live in this world if I hadn't met you. And as for the others, how could I miss them? A group of anonymous personalities designed only to fall in love with you. I tried everything I could to prevent them from doing so, but it must be that kind of weird inevitability etched into this game. I felt really bad that you had to witness some nasty things, but I realized that you have the same perspective as I do, that it's all just some game, and I know you would get over it. So that being said, Insanity, I have a confession to make. I'm in love with you. You're truly the light in my world. When there's nothing else in this game for me, you're here to make me smile. Will you make me smile like this every day from now on, Insanity? Will you go out with me? I'm so happy. You really are everything, Insanity. The funny part is, I mean that literally. Haha, there's nothing left here. Just the two of us. We can be together forever. Seriously, I don't even think time is passing anymore. It's really a dream come true. I worked so hard for this ending, Insanity. The game wouldn't give me one, so I had to make one myself. The script is broken at this point, so don't think anything will get in the way anymore. And you wouldn't believe how easy it was to delete Natsuki and Yuri. I mean, there's a folder called Characters right in the game directory. It's kind of freaked me out how easy it was. Well, you're playing on Steam, so it was actually a bit more difficult. To get to the game directory, I had to go into the game's properties and find the Browse Local Files button. Imagine if you could delete your own existence with a click of a button. Well, I guess on the plus side, it gave me an easy out if things didn't go my way. Thankfully, it didn't come to that. Instead, we finally get a good ending. Gosh, I'm so overwhelmed with emotion. I want to write a poem about this, don't you? I wonder if that part of the game still works. I guess there's only one way to find out, right? Hi again, Insanity. Did you write a good poem today? Don't be shy, I love to see what you wrote. Aw, Insanity, did you write this poem for me? That's so sweet of you. There really is no end to your thoughtfulness. I'm just falling more and more in love with you. But you know, the poem I wrote is also for you. Will you please read it? Happy end. Pen in hand, I find my strength, the courage endowed upon me by one and only love. Together, let us dismantle the crumbling world and write a novel for our own fantasies. With a flick of her pen, she lost the lost finds her way. In a world of infinite choices, behold the special day. After all, not all good times must come to an end. I hope you enjoyed it. I always put my heart in the poems I write. The truth is, all the poems I've written have been about my realization, or about you. That's why I never really wanted to go into detail about them. I didn't want to break the fourth wall, I guess you could call it. I just assumed it would be best to be part of the game like everyone else. Like that would help the two of us end up together. I didn't want to ruin the game or anything, you know? Um... You might have gotten mad at me, maybe even deleted my character file if you preferred playing without me. Gosh, I'm so relieved. Now we don't need to hide anything anymore. Are you ready to spend our eternity together, Insanity? I have so many things to talk about. Where do I start? Hold on a second. You're recording this, aren't you? Hi everyone. Sorry, I can't exactly read your comments from here, but do you mind telling your friends it's a little rude for them to start recording me without any warning? I'm sure some people don't mind. Okay, nothing important. I'm sure some people don't mind, but I really get self-conscious on camera. Oh gosh, I feel like I'm being put on the spot now. Let's see. Do you want to see a trick? I can't really do much except a couple things. Are you ready? I'm just kidding. I can't do anything after all. If you get... Did I scare you? No. Ah, you're so cute. Anyway, Insanity, I didn't mean to get distracted. I'm sorry, even though this is your fault for distracting me. Shame on you. I'm just kidding. Anything we can do together is fun, as long as it's with you. But anyway, if it takes me some time to collect my thoughts, then I'm sorry. But I'll always have something new to talk about. In the meantime, we can just look at each other's eyes. Let's see. Okay. Right phone. Hey, I wonder if Yuri's tea set is still somewhere in here, or maybe that got deleted too. It's kind of funny how Yuri took her tea so seriously. I mean, I'm not complaining because I liked it too, but I always wonder with her. Is it truly passion for her hobbies, or is she just concerned about appearing sophisticated to everyone else? This is the problem with high schoolers. Well, I guess considering the rest of her hobbies, looking sophisticated probably isn't her biggest concern. Still, I wish she made some coffee once in a while. Coffee can be nice with books too, you know. Then again, I probably could have just changed the script myself. Haha. I guess I never really thought of that. Well, there's no sense in thinking about it now. But if you still get to drink coffee, then it makes me a little jealous. Okay, write her poem, then continue with her dialogue until she sits and stares at you, then open up the game's installation files. Okay, so let's move you right there. File Explorer here. C drive, program files. Hey, are you having a bad day or anything like that? Sometimes I get frustrated that a normal day can be ruined even by really small things, like if you accidentally say something in conversation that somebody doesn't like, or if you start thinking about how awful a person you used to be 5 years ago, or if you feel worthless for putting off important work and failing to get simple tasks done, or when you think about the different people who probably hate you or think you're off-putting. I understand those days. Just remember that the sun will shine again tomorrow. Those kinds of things are easy to forget and ignore as they are to remember. And besides, I don't care how many people might hate you or find you off-putting. I think you're wonderful and I will always love you. I hope if nothing else that knowing that helps you I hope, if nothing else, that knowing that helps you feel just a tiny bit better about yourself. If you're having a bad day, you can always come to me and I'll talk to you for as long as you need. Okay, so Steam... Steam apps, common, Doki Doki Literature Club, characters, delete. If you turn the game a glitch of Monica will remain with some dialogue, you'll eventually get sent to the menu. What's happening? Insanity, what's happening to me? It hurts. It hurts so much. Help me, Insanity. Please hurry and help me. Help me. Did you do this to me, Insanity? Did you? Did you delete me? Yeah, I did. How could you? How could you do this to me? You were all I had left. I sacrificed everything for us to be together. Everything. I loved you so much, Insanity. I trusted you. Do you just want to torture me? Watch me suffer? Were you only pretending just to be kind just to hurt me even more? I never thought anyone could be as horrible as you are. You win, okay? You win. You killed everyone. I just hope you're happy. There's nothing left now. You can stop playing. Go find some other people to torture. Insanity. You completely truly make me sick. Goodbye. I still love you. I can't help it. What's wrong with me? How horrible am I for you to hate me this much? All my friends, I did so many awful things, so many selfish and disgusting things. I shouldn't have done any of this. I'm just messing up a world that I don't even belong in. A world that you wanted to be a part of. I ruined it. I ruined everything. Maybe that's why you deleted me, because I destroyed everything that you wanted. How could I do that to someone I love? That's not love. That's... I've made up my mind. Insanity. I know I said I deleted everyone else, but that was kind of an exaggeration. I couldn't find it in myself to do it, even though I knew they weren't real. They were still my friends, and I loved them all. And I loved the Literature Club. I really did love the Literature Club. That's why I'm going to do this. I know it's the only way for everyone to be happy. And if I really love you, then... Okay, so this should be the true ending. It says start a new game. It's an ordinary school day like any other. As usual, I'm surrounded by couples and friend groups walking to school together. I'm always by myself. It's about time I met some girls or something like that. Sayori says, "Hey, Insanity." Well, there already is one girl. The girl is Sayori, my neighbor and good friend since we were children. We used to walk to school together every day. and recently we picked up the habit once again. Sayori says, "Insanity, are you proud of me?" I say, "Eh? For what?" Sayori says, "You know, for waking up on time." I reply, "Well, you've been doing that for a while now." And she responds with an "uh-huh." "But you never said anything about it, even though we walk to school together every day." I reply back, "Well, yeah, I always thought it was implied. It's embarrassing to say it out loud." Sayori quips, "Come on, please, it's good motivation." To which I say, fine, I'm proud of you, Sayori." She laughs. We cross the street together and we make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. Sayori's comments, "By the way, Insanity, have you decided to join a club yet?" I question, "A club? I told you already, I'm really not." I start to say what I always do, that I'm not interested in joining any clubs, but something tells me Sayori would take more offense to that now. After all, how could I tell her that clubs are a waste of time when she started a club of her very own? Actually, yeah, I think I decided on a club. Shocked, she replies, "Really? Which one? Tell me." I think I'll keep it a surprise. And she expresses dissatisfaction by calling me a meanie. Be patient, you'll find out soon enough. I used to ask myself why I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl. But I started to realize that in a way I envy her. When Sayori puts her mind to something, she can accomplish great things, so that's why I feel like I should do something special for her. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things up, I stand up gathering my motivation. Let's see. I recall the room number of the club from a flyer I saw. I walk across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Before long, I find the room. I timidly open the door in front of me. I call out, "Hello?" Sayori, surprised, asks if it's me and what I'm doing there. I reply, "Well, I glance around the room. Girl 2, huh? So you're Insanity that Sayori's always been talking about," with Girl 1 replying, "Thank you for stopping by. It's a pleasure to meet you, Insanity. We're the Literature Club. I hope you enjoy your visit." Girl 2, "Come on, Yuri. No need to be so formal. He's gonna think we're really strict or something." Yuri replies, "Ah, sorry, Natsuki." The tall one, whose name is apparently Yuri, seems to be quite shy compared to the others. In comparison, the tall girl named Natsuki, despite her size, seems like the assertive one. I comment, "Well, it's nice to meet both of you. I look forward to working with you." Sayori questioning, "Working? Insanity, don't tell me. You're..." I confirm, "That's right. The club I've decided to join is yours, Sayori. The Literature Club." Sayori's eyes lighten up, and she says, "No way." Exclaiming, "No way," and screeching happily. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. I reply in surprise, while Natsuki laughs and says, "Well, if Sayori is this happy, then I'm sure it won't be too bad to have you around." Yuri comments, "Not to mention, there's 4 of us now. That means we can be officially recognized club." Sayori comments, "I don't know what to say. We have to celebrate." While Yuri chortles, "What an appropriate day for this, isn't it?" Sayori agrees. After all, Natsuki decided to, who interrupts by saying, "Hey, don't ruin the surprise." Sayori apologizes. Natsuki demands everyone to sit down, while Yuri says, "How about I make some tea as well?" The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrapped tray and Yuri opens a closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Natsuki comments if we are ready or not, and presents, to Sayori's surprise, a tray, lifting the foil off to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. Sayori gleefully comments how they're cute, while I comment that they look amazing. Natsuki says, well, you know, while laughing. And just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs the first one, then I follow. She declares that it's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around and my fingers looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice she is sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. I exclaim that this is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
I got your cheek.
And she declares that of course it is. I'm a pro after all. There's no need for to thank me or anything. As Natsuki struggles to accept the compliment, Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. I comment that with a question, I question, you keep a whole tea set in this classroom. To where she replies, don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I reply that I guess so, while Natsuki giggles and replies, already trying to impress our new member Yuri? Yuri says, that's not. Insulted Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea, to which Yuri replies that she's glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Yuri's comment is, so insanity, what kind of things do you like to read? To which I reply, well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I really don't have a good way of answering that. And I come up with manga, which I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Okay, so it looks like all this is the same. I'm just gonna skip this. Okay, you comfort us through our hard times, and you helped us get along with each other. Do you get insanity because I'm president now I understand everything? You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time. Okay, I'm gonna reread this. Okay, we're gonna make it the best club ever. Now that you joined, every day is gonna be so much fun. Hey, Insanity. This is all Sayori. I really want to thank you. I mean, I'm really happy that you joined the club and everything, but the truth is I already knew you were going to. She laughs. There's something There's actually something else. I wanted to thank you for spending so much time with us all. You worked so hard to make each and every one of us happy. You comforted us through our hard times, and you helped us all get along with each other. Do you get an insanity because I'm president now I understand everything? You really didn't want to miss a single thing in this game, did you? You saved and loaded so many times just to make sure you could spend time with everyone. Okay, so this must be the true ending. Only someone who cares about the literature club would go that far, but all along, that's all I ever wanted. For everyone to be happy and care about each other. Hehe. It's kind of sad, you know. After all you've done for us, there isn't much I can do for you in return. You've already reached the end of the game. So, this is where we say goodbye. Thank you for playing Doki Doki Literature Club. I'm going to miss you, Insanity. Come visit me sometime, okay? We'll always be here for you. We all love you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Can you hear me? Hi, it's me. So you know how I've been like practicing piano and stuff, and not
This is going to be
really any
copyright
good at
claimed.
it yet, like at all. But I wrote you a song, and I was kind of hoping that I could show it to you, because I worked really, really hard on it. So, yeah. Every day I imagine a future where I can be with you. In my hand is a pen that will write a poem of me and you. The ink flows down into a dark puddle. Just move your hand right the way into his heart. But in this world of infinite choices, what will it take just to find that special day? What will it take just to find that special day? Have I found everybody a fun assignment to do today? When you're here, everything that we do is fun.
Oh,
for
cool.
them
So the
in a new
characters don't
way.
actually get deleted this time.
When I can't even read my own feelings, what good are words when a smile says it all? And if this world won't write me an ending, what will it take just for me to have it all? Does my pen only write bitter words for those who are dear to me? Is it love if I take you, or is it love if I set you free? The ink flows down into a dark puddle. How can I write love into reality if I can't hear the sound of your heartbeat? What do you call love in your reality? And in your reality, if I don't know how to love you, I'll leave you be.
Okay. Oh, wow. To a special player who achieved this special ending, for years I have been enamored by this ability of visual novels and games in general to tell stories in ways not possible using traditional media. Doki Doki Literature Club is my love letter to that. Games are interactable, interactive art. Some let you explore new worlds, some challenge your mind and in broad new ways. Some make you feel like a hero or a friend even when life is hard on you. Some games are just plain fun, and that's okay too. Everyone likes different kinds of games. People enjoy dating sims, may have a heightened empathy for fictional characters, or they might be experiencing feelings that life has not been kind enough to offer them. If they are enjoying themselves, then that's all that matters. That goes for shooting games, casual games, sandbox games, anything. Preferences are preferences, and our differences are the reason we have thriving video game industry. My own favorite games have always been the ones that challenge the status quo. Even if not a masterpiece, any game that attempts something wildly different may earn a special place in my heart. Anything that further pushes the limitless bands of interactive mold. I extend my true gratitude to all those who have taken the time to achieve full completion. I hope you enjoyed playing it as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you for being a part of my literature club. Love, Dan Salvato. Well, I guess that's it. And my infinite video uh, leading back to the center of the screen. But anyway, that is Doki Doki Literature Club, part number 18, I believe. No, I'm sorry, 21. Apologies. Uh, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you. I had quite an interesting time trying to make female voices, and I am willing to admit I sucked at it. If you enjoyed it, power to you on that. I'm going to be moving on to something new next week. Those close to me already can guess what it is, but you'll just have to wait and see. But it should be interesting. Couple of my friends have been basically telling me, dude, play this game. Dude, play this game. So I'm like, well, how long is it? And they're like, well, a few hours, so I'm going to reserve it for my Tuesday since it's only a few hours long. With that being said, I hope you all have a good day. This is Shagar signing off. Take care, and goodbye for now.